Hello everybody! After 3 weeks of anticipation, my video on Kyoto is finally here. Today we will be focusing on what some have called the Notre Dame of Shinto shrines. I am of course talking about Fushimi Inari Taisha. You may know of this place because of its thousands of torii gates going up the mountain behind the shrine. Aside from being both a beautiful and popular place for tourists to visit, it also holds a lot of significance for both Shintoism and Japan. So along with showing you the external beauties of this shrine, I will also be explaining some of the significance behind it so you can appreciate it even more. The first thing you'll see is a large red Shinto gate called a torii. These torii are placed at the entrance of many shrines and other holy places in Japan to signal the transition from the outside world to a sacred place. They can also be found in many Buddhist temples. Looking past the torii, you'll see a large building that could easily be mistaken as the shrine itself. This building is a 2-storied gate called a romon. This gate is of Buddhist origin, but they are often found at Shinto shrines as well. Also significant in this image are the 2 fox statues on either side of the stairs. Foxes are believed to be the messengers of Inari, the Shinto god or kami. For this reason, these foxes are often found at Inari shrines. These foxes typically carry symbolic items in their mouths or under their paws, such as a jewel, key, sheaf of rice, scroll, or fox cub. As implied by the presence of foxes, Fushimi Inari Taisha is an Inari shrine. However, it is no ordinary shrine. Of the 30,000 Inari shrines in Japan, this is the head shrine with which all others are affiliated. This shrine was established in 711 AD, but many of the structures weren't built until much later. In addition, many parts of the shrine have been destroyed and rebuilt multiple times throughout history. The most recent destruction was when the Fushimi Shrine Complex was burned down in 1468 during the Onin War. It was finished being rebuilt in 1499. Prior to its destruction, the complex consisted of 3 buildings, each enshrining 1 kami, but it is now one large building enshrining 5 kami through which Inari is worshipped. Both the number and identities of the kami associated with Inari have changed throughout history and are different depending on the shrine. So in other Inari shrines, it is possible that there is no mention of any of the 5 kami enshrined at this particular shrine. We'll now take a look at the main shrine, where you will see a crowd of people waiting to pray. There are many rules to this process in Shintoism, but I will only outline what is happening in this video. To see the full process, check out the link in the description below. People begin by ringing the bell to purify themselves and then gently put a coin offering in the box. After that, they bow deeply 2 times, clap twice, and bow once more. Many people would typically pause with their hands together after clapping to pray. It also seemed like many people were doing a different variation of clapping and bowing than outlined on the Fushimi Inari website. This is likely because people come from all over the world to visit Kyoto, and the number of bows and hand claps may differ depending on the shrine, so they may be following the pattern of worship from the shrines in their own hometown. At this shrine, people often pray for prosperity, safety, and health. The enshrined kami's name, Inari, comes from the phrase Ine Nari, which means the reaping of rice. Inari's role initially dealt with bountiful harvests, rain, and other conditions necessary for growing rice. When money began replacing rice as a measure of wealth during the Tokugawa period, this role expanded to business, finance, and industry as well. Finally, we're going to take a walk along the path going through the thousands of torii. This vast number of torii here is unique to Fushimi Inari, so you won't see torii of this magnitude anywhere else. There are currently more than 10,000 torii along this path. This is because, starting in the Edo period, torii have been used as an offering to pass a prayer from people to deities. Notice the engravings on either side of the torii here. On the left, you'll see the names of the groups or individuals who offered each torii. On the right is the date of the offering. It is difficult to give an accurate estimate of how many torii there are simply because this number will change anytime someone makes another torii offering. Fushimi Inari Taisha is a huge and beautiful area in Kyoto, and I highly recommend checking it out if you're in the neighborhood. If you would like to hear more information about this subject, I have left some links to some useful websites in the description below, so be sure to check those out. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out my other videos on my channel, and subscribe so you stay up to date on my latest content. As always, thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.